Hey, welcome into the card closet, everybody. Happy Father's Day to all you fathers. We had a good day today. I had all my kids back in town for Father's Day to celebrate with me. And then this evening, we were able to go and see over to my brother's house and celebrate Father's Day with our father this evening. So that was really nice as well. So nice, peaceful Father's Day. My kids all gave me either baseball cards, which I'll open up the packs online, on video here some point in the near future, or they gave me eBay and Amazon gift cards to buy baseball cards. So I'm very, very thankful for that. My kids know me very well. All right, so this is episode 452. So let's have a mystery card of the day, mystery man of the day. Man with 452 career home runs. When he retired, that 452 number was 17th all time. Now it's 40th all time. His rookie card is in the 1960 Topps set. He had a base card in every Topps set from 1960 through 1984. I don't know if that's probably not a record. I'm guessing maybe Ricky Henderson or Pete Rose, maybe Nolan Ryan probably have had a longer run than 25 years in a Topps set. Should look that up sometime. That's interesting. Early in his career and in the middle of his career, he played left field. Starting later in the middle part of his career, he switched to first base, and then his last few years, he was a designated hitter. He grew up on Long Island on a potato farm, and being that this is Father's Day, let me tell you a little bit about his dad. His dad was a major league caliber player. He had offers from the Dodgers and the Cardinals to come play for them, but giving the timing of things, being the Great Depression, he just didn't want to leave the potato farm and whatever sense of security that could give him at that time. He just didn't want to risk it. But he did play for a semi-pro team in their hometown there on Long Island. Now, going back to the perspective of our mystery man of the day, that semi-pro team, the local semi-pro team, consisted of his dad, who played well into his 40s, 6 uncles, and 3 cousins, plus a few random people from town. This mystery man joined that semi-pro team at the age of 14, and so played alongside his dad until he signed his first pro contract. He played with one team his entire career. Here's some of the honors he's received. He is a Hall of Famer. He's an 18-time All-Star, 7-time Gold Glove winner, 3-time batting champ. He was the American League Most Valuable MVP in 1967 when he won the Triple Crown. He ended his career with over 1,800 runs, which were 13th when he retired. Now it's 19th all-time. 3,400 hits was 7th all-time when he retired, and it's still 9th all-time. Over 1,800 RBIs. It was 10th all-time when he retired, and it's still 15th all-time. And over 1,800 walks, which when he retired 40 years ago was 3rd all-time, and now it's still 6th all-time. So if you got him figured out, he is none other than my favorite player as a really little kid, Carl Yastrzemski. So let me know in the comments if you got that. This is Carl Yastrzemski's E-Topps card from 2002, it looks like. In the top sealed case. Very, very shiny, very, very refractive. So love that card. Hope you were able to get that mystery guy. I'm guessing the Triple Crown comment or hint probably gave it away for a lot of you. So there's Carl Yastrzemski, and he will sit in as our guest today. Oh, and how ironic. Today's topic, I'm going to show you my Carl Yastrzemski player collection. I've alluded to different cards I've had of his over the years. I started collecting him when I was super small. In fact, I've showed this card before, but the first cards I ever got, a rack pack, had this Carl Yastrzemski card in the pack. And so this card, all these stats on the back, plus other great players from that set on the Red Sox, Fred Lynn, Carlton Fisk, Jim Rice, made me a Red Sox fan. So yeah, I've been collecting YAZ for a long time. Tell you what, that's not going to stand up back there. So anyway, we're going to roll through this. I'm going to show you my YAZ PC. So let's start with some cards that are a little bit oddball sized. We have here first this is a Topps Chewing Gum giant card, or I forget what they called it, from 1980. Carl Yastrzemski on it. Facsimile autograph, unfortunately. Put that back there. We can get it to stay. Another one from that same ilk is the mini posters of Carl Yastrzemski. I've seen a few other channels show this. Maybe Picker Jim S. possibly showed that one time. Here we go into this one's a little bit tight. Let's see if I can get it out. Here we go. This is one of those discs from Isales. And it's Carl Yastrzemski card. Born in Southampton, New York. Home to the Southampton White Eagles semi-pro team that all the Yastrzemskis played for. Yeah, these aren't going to stay up. All right, not enough friction on this table. So we will jump to, this was one of my favorite ones. These came out in 1979, Topps Chewing Gum. They're cartoons. Yaz was the AL's most valuable player in 1967. Hit .455 versus A's in 75 AL Championship. The batter is automatically out when the infield fly rule is called. Yes, that's still true today. So there's that. Towards the end of his career, Donruss did some giant cards. Here's his big 1983 card from Donruss. And here's his big 1984 card, I believe it is, from Donruss. It's got some, it's taped shut. I'm not going to waste your time on doing that. You can get the feel for the card right there. Carl Yastrzemski, showing a lot of gray at that point in his career. And then we've got the Topps Giant set, which I know a lot of you on YouTube collect this set from earlier in Carl's career. Now let's jump to cards that fit within the confines of a top holder. So here's one that's kind of recent. This is a 2002 Topps Pristine Refractor of Carl. Very cool. Love that. Love that shine. Now we're going to jump into playing day cards of Carl's. So we're going to start off with a 1962 Post Serial. 1963 Fleer. Decal, or the embossed, I forget the year these came out. Maybe it was 1965. I didn't do research on all these before, but it's embossed. That face in there raises above the rest of the card. Kind of bumpy. Here's the Topps game. YAZ was worth a single that year. Topps Decal Edge. Carl Yastrzemski. I believe it's a facsimile auto on that one too. Cool card. 1975. Hostess. I wasn't buying Twinkies in those days. I picked these up later in life. Here's a 1975 Kellogg's. Here's a 76 Hostess. 76 really has the red, white, and blue design for Hostess and for Kellogg's. Here's the SSPC from 1976 of YAZ. 1977 Hostess. This is a year I remember. I do have some hand-cut cards from this year from Hostess boxes, but given the condition of this is obviously not one from my childhood. And then we have the Kellogg's card. This card here is the 1977 Topps sticker. But as a kid, I didn't know this was a sticker, and none of my friends knew that these were stickers either. We thought they were fuzzy cards, because when you felt them, they kind of felt fuzzy compared to a regular card. And it's a cloth sticker, which makes sense. But yeah, we call them fuzzy cards. And I had a friend from Minneapolis, from my days living there, that had this card, and I tried to do everything I could to get him to trade it to me, and he would not. So I ended up buying that later in life. This card, I think, does go back to my childhood. I think I remember getting this out of a Kellogg's box. And then we get into the days of multiple brands. Here's his first Fleer card. Fleer sticker. Drake's big hitters. I didn't know what Drake's was as a kid. We don't have any Drake's in the area where I grew up. Never did, never have. And so I just kind of, for some reason, I just assumed Drake's was, and I don't know why, I just assumed that they were a brand of potato chips. I seriously did. I have no idea why. That logo somehow made me think that it was potato chips. I don't know why. But we didn't have Drake stores around here. All right. On to the next stack. We've got more Kellogg's. I really appreciate the fact that even when YAZ was into his 40s and on the downside of his career, they continued to put him into these sets. This I remember buying at a card show in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, probably in the early to mid 90s. No, it would have been late 80s. This is a Permagraphics card. It looks and feels like a credit card. And I've got another one here too coming up. They were $6 each, and my dad was teaching me how to negotiate at this age. I was a teenager, and I got it for $5. Remember, these are the first cards that I negotiated on. Here's a Coca-Cola card from 1981. And a Topps sticker from 1981. I used to have the sticker books. I do not anymore. I don't know where they went. Probably got tossed somewhere along the line. I never filled them all the way, just filled whatever I happened to have. Here's an 82 Donruss. First 82 Fleer card. And second 82 Fleer card. Here we have another sticker. I think this is a Fleer sticker. Kind of shows him posing for a photographer there. Ziploc. More Kellogg's. And here's the other Permagraphics card that I wheeled and dealed for that day. I think I offered him 10 for both. They were $6 each. I offered him 10 for both, and he took the deal. And I was like, wow, this negotiating stuff, it works. Here's a set I see a lot of people showing on YouTube, the Kmart 20th anniversary set. Yastrzemski made the set, being the MVP in 1967. Another Coca-Cola card. More top stickers. These sticker cards that I show all had to have been acquired as an adult because I stuck them in the sticker book if I had them as a kid. 83 Donruss. Here he is way towards the end of his career, and he still made the Diamond Kings. Here's another Drake's potato chips. Getting into a little bit later Fleer. Two Hall of Famers on that card, Dennis Eckersley and Carl Yastrzemski. This one is another sticker Fleer. And here we are, 1983. He's still showing up on Kellogg's cards. Here's another one of those Permagraphics. Topps Glossy All-Star set. Top stickers from 1983. YAZ's final season. And then they had the foil ones. Those were the extra special ones that you wanted to get because they had that. They're basically aluminum foil. And then we're getting into his last playing day year cards here. Here's an 84 Fleer. 84 Fleer he shares with Johnny Bench. And 84 Donruss that he shares with Johnny Bench. So when our first baseball card shop opened in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, where I grew up, it was, 83-ish, maybe 84, I don't know. But one of the first things I bought there was this 1984 Star Carl Yastrzemski set. I think I've showed this before, so I won't go through all these again. But I remember them, somehow during the course of conversation, the owner got the owner got to know that I was a Red Sox fan, and he told me that there was this Carl Yastrzemski set coming out. So as soon as they had it, I bought it. All right, here we go. We've got some TCMA. Circle K tops. I think this is TCMA also. Sports Flicks. See if we can get the action here. Yeah, there we go. Follow through on the swing stance there. And then Kmart did another anniversary set for their 25th. YAZ made that one as well. This is from 88 Score. They're little cards that they added at the end of the set. Cooperstown collection. 89 All-Star, even though he had retired back in 1983. This is a collectabooks. I just keep it in a thick top loader. You know, it's actually a little book you can open up and look at. Donruss puzzle. That's what the puzzle looks like when it's completed. And this is what it looks like when it's not put together. Keep on moving here. This one's called Baseball Wit. This is Pacific trading cards. Baseball Greats by Swell. 92 score. 25 years from the 67 World Series. Love that extension he's got there. Ted Williams set. 93, 94, somewhere in there. Yaz was in that set. This one's Pinnacle, the Idols. Fleer Ultra from 1999 All-Star Game. These I bought in Rapid City, South Dakota, when we were out there on visiting some people. And it was the first time I realized that there were post-playing day cards of Carl Yastrzemski. Was in 1999. Started seeing these vintage players show up on modern cards. This one I got, I think in a trade on Trading Card Database. 3,000 hit club card. Pretty cool. Y3K for his 3,000 hit club. This one I got at that store in Rapid City too. I think it was called Sound Bites. And it was, half the store was music, like a music store. And the other half was baseball card shop. I got this one there too, I'm pretty sure. This one too, I think. All right, here's a patch card. National Patch Time. My first relic card of Yastrzemski from Fleer Platinum. And it says, you've just received a card which contains a swatch from an authentic game-worn jersey which was worn by Carl Yastrzemski of the Boston Red Sox. And a lot of cards nowadays that are relic cards aren't that specific, so you kind of wonder what they actually wore it to. Let's keep going. We're getting into more cards that are even more modern now. This one's from 2017. Topps Fire. Nice artwork there. Speaking of Yaz artwork, I've got this within arm's reach. I've showed this a couple years back, but Eric at Four Leaf Cards personally drew that picture of Yaz for me and sent it to me. Isn't that awesome? All right, 2011 Topps had some Yaz cards in it. Here's the photo variation card with Yaz. Here is the diamond anniversary of that same card. And here is the cognac of that same card. I'm looking for the Hope Diamond. Just kind of a random Golden Age card here. Prism, Panini Prism. a YAZ card. This is 2012, their first year of Prism. Here's the silver Prism. And the green. Here he is in Allen and Ginter. Not sure what this is, but it's a card of something. Have to look it up. Gypsy Queen. Classics. Topps MLB debut. All right, Panini Crusade. This one is the red. It's number 275. And then there's the purple. Number 250. Here he is in Donruss. Another Allen and Ginter. Topps Archive. Topps Bunt. I think this is another Topps Archive. I did get to see Carl Yastrzemski play one time in person, and based on what I remembered about that event, thanks to the power of the internet, I was able to find the exact game, the exact date. It was July 24th, 1982. The Red Sox were playing in Minneapolis at the Hubert H. Humphrey Metrodome against the Minnesota Twins. And YAZ did not start the game. He did not play most of the game. I looked up the attendance too, because, you know, in my recollection, a lot of people were there, but the attendance really was only 15,000, and the Metrodome held a lot more than that. But it got to be in the later innings, and the crowd started chanting YAZ. And I don't know if maybe you know, this was the last, not his last game in Minneapolis that year, but the last trip to Minneapolis that year. There was a game the next day too. And I don't know if the crowd thought this is their last chance to see YAZ play, because he was really old by that time, like, you know, 42, 43. And so the whole crowd, all 15,000 of us, were chanting YAZ, 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 YAZ. And lo and behold, Dave Stapleton's turn, Dave Stapleton, the first base, his turn in the lineup came up, and Ralph Houck put in YAZ as a pinch hitter. And I got to see him play one at-bat in real life. He got out, but I found the box score, and that was the game. July 24th, 1982. I saw YAZ. All right, a few more modern cards with YAZ on them. Memorable moments. Here's an Allen and Ginter. Stadium Club, I think, has done a great job with their Carl Yastrzemski photos in their recent sets that they put him in. Here's another Allen and Ginter. Here is Kennesaw Mountain Landis Memorial Baseball Award. It's got a big chunk of metal, that's a big chunk of metal there, like a medallion of some kind. Very thick card. Congratulations, you've received a commemorative American League MVP Award card from the 2017 Topps Baseball Update. So, I remember there was some debate on, you know, does a commemorative piece of metal with something stamped on it, does that really qualify as a hit? It's a shiny card. That was from Topps. Love that 1987 look there. And here's the 1993 card with YAZ on it. I like getting these cards with designs of post-YAZ career playing days with YAZ on them. Here's an All-Star game, All-Star card from, not All-Star game, but kind of a retro. If he had been in the All-Star set in 1984, this is what it would look like. Here's one from 2021. I think that's archive. I like how they pull out these photos that you've never seen before, too. Topps Chrome, 150 years of baseball. Greatest players. A little bit of refraction to that one. Here's another one of his stadium clubs. Gypsy Queen. Another stadium club. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Great image. And then there was a refractor version of that card as well. And then there was an X-Fractor parallel to that one as well. This is Upper Deck Masterpieces. Great piece of artwork there. Here he is in a 1986 Archives card. This would be 85. Had he been an All-Star insert player that year. Topps American Pie. Topps T206. This is Topps Gallery, also very pretty. Legendary Cuts. His rookie card, but with a different photo. But that is his rookie year too. This one is kind of cool. Donruss Champions, like that. Donruss Greats. Here he is in a card that he was in this set, but his card did not look like that in the original issue. SP. Triple Threads. Topps Legends of the Game. Topps $1 Million Giveaway. Topps Logo Man. Topps National Chickle. Here's a throwback or a reprint of the 1964 Yastrzemski card. Here's another Gypsy Queen. And the cards I'm not showing are all his Topps run. Those are in set binders or team set binders. And I think pretty much everybody can picture, you know, what a 1980 Carl Yastrzemski card looks like or a 1971 Carl Yastrzemski card looks like. They're all over the place on eBay. But anyway, wow, look how long that took. I apologize, everybody. And there's a couple that weren't here that I can think of. That if I find them, I'll show them sometime. But so if you stuck around, I'm guessing you are probably a Red Sox fan or a YAZ fan. And if you aren't familiar, I'm going to shout out all the Red Sox channels that I know of that are active. There are a bunch that have gone away in the last few years. But these are the active Red Sox fan channels that I know of. And if you're here and a Red Sox fan still, give these people a look. So we've got Signs of the Pastime. I'll put links to all these in the description below. Shoebox Legends. Mr. Fisherbike. Picker Jim S. Sports Card Collector. Wade Boggs Fan. Four Leaf Cards. Sticks and Seams. The One and Only Bud Stoney. Peter B. Boston Fan. And Nuff Said Cards. So hey, thanks again everybody for staying with me this long. If you're still here, truly appreciate it. Once again, happy Father's Day to you fathers out there. We'll talk to you again soon.